On this episode of The Mimic's Veil, Alex, Ben and Lewis play the longest ever game of Guess the Outro. They talk about eating out of bins and the games they've played, which are Ender Lillies, Quietus of the Knights, Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, and Walkabout Mini Golf Wallace and Gromit DLC.
Best Walkabout mini golf course yet. Like, there's no two ways about it. Like, it's just, there's so much love and care and attention to it. Like, if you have any appreciation of Wallace and Gromit, you're gonna absolutely adore this. Like, every little thing in it. If you have one thing from any of the Wallace and Gromit films or shows like that you think of, you'll find it. Like, there's so many little Easter eggs hidden all the way around. The course kind of just goes not the way you think. You start off in the garden and you're basically working your way around the house, and it's all like, because it's Wallace and Gromit, it's all about the mad contraptions and everything. They can just really go to town with all that. So it's like, you start in the house and you're going to do, and then you've got the penguin coming round sitting on top of a train, and then you're going out in the garden and the wrong trousers are out. Amazing. Like cutting the grass, and it's the way they've done it, the different mechanics again that they've put in there, and the truth, you can tell. Like, I think I read something like one of the designers for the course like wrote to Aardman, or like the creator, or like Nick, I can't remember. Nick Park. Yeah, years ago, and he said he always got a letter back responding to like his query, and like he just always loved Wallace and Gromit, and he wanted to make this with the love and care that it deserved, and they've absolutely done it. And it's even that way, see, because obviously like some courses and you go and collect all the balls, but they're all Wallace and Gromit balls. So like some of the balls is like Wallace's mouth, or it's like all the different characters and all that. So you really do want them all. And then I went and I did the fox hunt as well to get the club, and the club's like a gadget, like something that Wallace would go play golf with, and it's got like a little antenna at the top, all these little gauges on it, like lights and all this, and you're like, it's just pure nostalgia. But Walkabout mini golf at its best. Like, it's, I can't see anybody not enjoying this. And I think particularly now they've put all the new modes into play as well. You know how when you're going trying, like 8 of you trying to play around a Walkabout mini golf, and you're there for about 3 hours, but because you can play it like
simultaneously
now, or you can do like the race modes and the match play modes and all the different ways of playing the game. It'll not, you probably will enjoy it a bit better, but some of it, like I played it with Reese, and just watching him like make an arse of so many of the holes, like it's just, but in different ways. When you've got like the wrong trousers coming around with its lawnmower, like rolling over the ball every time you make a mistake, it just adds to like the humour of it, and the contraptions when you miss. And then you've even got like, I don't really want to give away what happens at the end, but obviously you kind of work through the house and then you go somewhere else and you're like, is this going to happen? And it does, and you're just like, oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's one of the things that I never knew about those changes. It's been a while since I played my PSVR 2. I quite like sort of standing about waiting for people to take their shots, because there's that added pressure, like especially like you mentioned Reese there, watching him either he does okay in the first couple of holes and then just totally bottles it for the remaining. It's a lot of fun to sort of witness him botch 8 shots on one hole and then get like disqualified. But I've not the Labyrinth course.
Yeah.
So I've not got any real affinity for that film. I've never seen it, but I was a big Wallace and Gromit fan growing up. I'm a wrong trousers guy.
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever seen. The wrong trousers.
No, it's not, Ben.
Because I be a rabbit.
No, it really is.
You've never seen?
Whatever the others are.
There's a new one coming.
There is a new one coming. Feathers McGraw's back. Yeah, it looks really cool from what I've seen. It's what will probably get me to, well, definitely will get me to pick up the PSVR 2 again, because towards the end, all I was playing was Walkabout Mini Golf. I think that game is a reason to maybe have VR. A bit far fetched, but like it's such a, if you do have a PSVR 2, that is not an expensive game. It's so worth the price of admission. It's great
on
fun.
PlayStation Plus now as well, for the premium
that's
tier
right.
of PlayStation Plus.
Just for the social element of it, it's brilliant. And I think you're right, Lewis, just the standing around, like, trying to put people off their shots and stuff like that is part of the fun.
And I totally forgot, like, you get Wallace and Gromit faces. And
that's cool.
Oh dear. And did they move, like,
well, I don't know if the mouse, I didn't notice the mouse moving in that one, actually. I can't confirm that or not, but you do get the faces.
That's what I was going to ask, is are there any sort of characters milling about, or is it all just sort of environmental stuff?
I know, like, Wallace talks to you as you're going
really?
around. Like, when you, like, he like, if he's doing it, he's sitting reading his paper and he's talking about, like, his paper and stuff, and, like, so Gromit's there and all, and then,
cool.
like, when you go into to see, obviously, you've got the normal level and the hard level. The hard level, like, you've got all these, the sheep have got loose and there's sheep everywhere, and you're like, but when you hit the sheep, they'll, like, stand up so you can get underneath, and it's just, and they're going round in a little motorbike outside the house, and then when you're in God mode, like, you just see all the streets and everything and all these things flying around, and so yeah, there are characters there, and they do talk to you and they move about the house with you, so like the different bits of the course, they're like, Gromit will be in different bits, and then it's like some of it, like, you've got all the kind of jam machines, like fire and jam all over the place, and if you hit, and I kind of don't want to tell you too much because I feel like I'm almost spoiling it, but like, even just say if you roll through the jam, it gets stuck on the ball, and then the jam like kind of goes with it and stuff. It's just it's so cool.
It's nice to see the progression, like, from the first few, even the first, like, proper course, which is like a normal style golf course, to I forget its name, the one that's all Meow Wolf, that's it.
Yeah.
And then on to this. I think I've done Venice in 80 days around the world up to that point, but it's really, really looking forward to.
You'll love it. You absolutely love it.
It'd be nice to get a little group game on a Friday night and just have a bunch of us playing that.
Yes,
so good wholesome fun. Yeah.
But yeah, it's the first time sorry, Alex, when you go.
I was just going to say, because another game it's a bit like that, very silly, it's a quest game, but it's Miracle Pool, and it's got that kind of same, it's just a pool table in your room, and it's all in mixed reality, but it works really nicely, and the characters, like the people you're playing with, you can play up to 4 and they're all there and you're in a chat, and it's again a cool element that's quite cool, but the mechanics of it are really quite good as well, so like it does feel real, like almost to the extent like this pool table's in your room and you want to lean on it, like it's bizarre, but it's
nearly made that mistake a couple of times. I was just saying there, like the social part of it. Like, the first time I played it in multiplayer, I'd seen you two had played it, and I'd seen a video, the CBVR video. So that's cool. Everyone's sort of just like hanging around, chilling out, chatting while someone takes a shot. And then I played, and then I can't remember what course it was. But Alex, you had to go and do something. And I just remember seeing your disembodied head lying on the floor for a little while, and then you sort of like heard you coming back, and then just like all of a sudden the head just like rose up from the ground. Yeah, it's such a clever game, and that Wallace and Gromit thing looks cool. I'd like to see how they're going to top that. Like, what's after?
It'd be tricky, but I think this could be like a gateway drug for a few people who've been on the fence about maybe getting a quest. Like, I can imagine
I can see
Ethan.
Yeah.
If he sees this, like, you can imagine just showing him a video of us playing it and him just being like, oh, fucking hell, I've got to buy one now.
Yeah.
So we should do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
There's a really good joke in Curse of the Were-Rabbit. So we've been watching it quite a bit. Like, both my girls are into their Wallace and Gromit just now, and there's a joke, I don't know how far through, but it's their veg of being getting eaten by some, they don't know what it is, and they have a meeting in the church, all kind of arguing hysteria is sort of setting in, and a policeman steps forward and he says, "It's arson." And someone's like, "What?" And it was, "Someone's arson about." It's just so good.
That's good.
And you hear it, you're like, wasn't expecting that from like a Wallace Gromit film. You know?
Yeah.
Arson. Someone's arson about. Quality. High quality.
That's quality. Yeah, I might. I don't know. Just try and watch some of them with the kids because they sometimes watch like the Shaun the Sheep TV show. Like they like that. So maybe.
And they're only like half an hour. Really short, like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Like Were Rabbit's a bit longer.
Yeah,
it's
it was
like
an
hour and a bit.
Yeah.
But wrong trousers, close shave. Grandy Out's 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's quite old though. I think it's like 86, 87 when it was made.
What?
Yeah.
They're not that old, are they?
Well, I think Wrong Trousers was like 95 or something.
Right. Was that not the first one?
No, Grandy Out when they go to the moon.
I don't know.
Because Curse of the Were Rabbit was, I think that was the early 2000s maybe.
Yeah. And then there's A Matter of Loaf and Death.
Right.
Which is, I think, the last one that Peter Sallis voiced.
Well, there we go.
Lots to watch.
And I think what's also nice about it, like a lot of, probably particularly, like, it's a very, Wallace and Gromit is very British.
Yeah.
And to see, like, I think you're going to see a lot of love for this, like, around the world, which is probably going to do, like, boost Wallace and Gromit, which, this has their second outing in VR, because they did have the Grand Day out, was on the Quest last year.
That was
which was
quite
good.
recently. Yeah.
I
remember that.
So that was good. And I think it's nominated for Emmys and stuff, but it'd be nice just to see that audience broaden for it.
Yeah. We get to get more people playing Walkabout mini golf. I think they deserve all the success.
Indeed.
Well, they're obviously doing something right if they can get a license like this, and just intrigued to see what they do next. Yeah. As you say, Lewis, how do they top it?
Every 6 weeks.
Mad.
Some turnaround.
So have you been playing anything else, Alex? Because I appreciate you don't have any other forum to speak about flat games.
Flat games. I've been playing more Steam Deck. I'm always playing Steam Deck. So I played a little game called Linkito. And again, guess what? It's a puzzle game.
Shite wee puzzle game. No,
it's not a shite wee puzzle game. This is a better wee puzzle game, because I think the studio behind this is like done. I think not sure if they're the Loop Hero Studio or publisher or something. So it's like they've got that kind of pedigree behind them. But all this is essentially, I've not got too far through it, but it's a campaign, and you're working through all these different. You've kind of been given this job, and you have to solve these puzzles to progress through the job. But it's all based on like wiring and circuitry. So you have to join like A to B, and then you get different types of switches to complete the switch and charge things up to get through to the next level. Or it could be how you could have like an AND switch where you need to put two in. Like you need to make two connections into it to activate it. It could be an OR switch where you just need to have one, or it could be, I think there's a ZOR, which is like one or other, and then it's all about like timing it, and then you get like delay switches.
I'm just watching Ben's face go like, huh?
I know. It sounds quite confusing.
ZOR?
It's like XOR. It's like,
right, okay, yeah.
But so it's all about just time. So like you can maybe have like one switch or circuit which will open up the lid on something, and you maybe then need to like connect another thing and then disconnect that one to complete the circuit somewhere else, and it's just working and planning your way through it, and it's very, very good. I think you'd like it. But it doesn't. At the moment, I'm saying I'm playing it in Steam Deck. I'm actually playing it in Steam, like streamed to the Steam Deck, because for some reason it's not downloading properly in the Steam Deck. So I don't know if, like, when you download it doesn't download anything. So I don't know if it's just an issue because it's quite new and it coming out and downloading the Steam Deck. But
odd.
It is one that is worth looking at. I think you would like it, Ben.
Go on. I wonder if you're going to say exactly the same thing that I'm going to say. So you go first.
Let's see. I can't remember the name of it. So do you want to go?
I'll go.
If it's the same.
I think it's probably not the same thing. It reminds me of Insomniac minigames, like in Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank.
No, it's
no, because it kind of looks
really.
and sounds like the worst part of those games.
No, it's actually more fun than that, I would say.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah. But no, because I know what you're talking about, and like trying to like get the glyphs all together and things like that. Like, no, it's not as annoying as that.
Okay, cool.
It's actually quite good.
For me, there's been a couple of watching that gameplay video, a few levels where there's people running about. Reminds me of, I can't remember the name of it, but like you go through like stop signs and like other street signs, and you try and get yourself on one side of the level to the next.
Pedestrian.
Frogger.
Is that Frogger? Pedestrian. That was
Pedestrian,
it.
I know what you're talking.
Like that kind of thing. Looked like a mix between that and keep talking and no one explodes.
I played the Pedestrian, and I can't say it feels like the Pedestrian.
Oh yeah, I don't think it just was that.
I know what you mean.
Initial impression offered.
I see what you mean about keep talking and nobody explodes. Actually, the kind of just the circuit board kind of look to it.
But I think in terms of I think where the Pedestrian, like the way like the levels are structured, you've got almost like a notice board, and it's like 6 bits that you need to select, or however many per like building. I think each building's got so many levels, essentially. But it's very pick up and drops. I think if it does work on the Steam Deck, it's perfect. I'm assuming they're going to fix whatever issue is sitting with that. It might just be my account, to be fair. It might not be an actual issue with the game.
Yeah, sounds like user error.
Probably.
There's a Steam, only 7 Steam reviews for this.
Only came out today, technically.
Oh, did it? Product received for free. Someone has, this has been obviously for a review, 38 and a half hours.
Bloody hell.
And they've said it's got a good editor.
Oh, so you can create your own.
Well, you can create your own, and you've got like puzzles of the day and stuff like that, and things.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, it looks and sounds interesting. And again, Alex, I thank thee for bringing a game like this to our attention, because otherwise, it'd just be AAA bollocks, wouldn't it, that we're talking about?
and I only knew about this one because I got an email about it. That was the only reason I knew about this one initially.
Ear to the street.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was going to say. I'm just going to stop to make myself a little drink, actually. Your challenge from last week, Lewis.
We don't disappoint.
I don't disappoint, and I wanted to rise to the challenge because you seemed shocked, genuinely shocked that I'd never tried.
Everybody's done it.
Pure, undiluted diluting juice.
You're just going to chug for the bottle, eh?
So I've got a bottle here of Robinson's Apple and Blackcurrant, classic flavour, double strength.
Wow.
Should be summer fruits.
And I also have, I couldn't find a shot glass, so I've got a little espresso cup. Because that's
I think you
how
should just be
middle
drinking out of the bottle.
I'm drinking out of the bottle. This makes 70 glasses apparently.
Not in Scotland, it doesn't.
7 at most. So there we go. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Well, that's quite a lot.
It's quite syrupy. It's very viscous.
It's cough syrup.
Do you have what? Let's see. It looks like an espresso. Holding
Down it.
Fucking hell. Oh. No, that's not good. That's not good.
How much is left?
A lot. That was
that's waste.
That touched my lips, and that was about it. Oh. That's pure.
You put it back in.
That's just like sugar.
Touched the lips, and that was about it.
That was enough for me.
Yeah, I don't think I've done that since I was 8.
Oh, I'm going to try another little bit.
It's custom.
Always come back for more.
It's almost got like it's almost spicy, like how intense it is.
Like, because it looks like, from the image, it looks like a little espresso you've got. But maybe if someone was round at yours for, some dinner, you could say, would you like some port?
It's actually Buckfast, Lewis.
Present them with, we'll say that it's port, but just give them that.
It's like the Scottish version of a limoncello that you have after dinner, just a little sippy. Yeah, so don't try that at home. That is disgusting. I feel like my teeth are going to fall out while I'm talking about it.
But now you can see you've done it.
Yeah, exactly. Now next time someone challenges my manhood, I can go, of course.
I downed a shot, I diluted you. Double concentrate.
You cowed to peer pressure.
I did. What a fucking hero.
Is that right? Is that the word? Cowed?
Cowed? I don't know. Cowed?
Bowed?
Yeah, I think sounds about right. I bowed to peer pressure. I bowed to peer pressure. Yeah. Oh, that's thrown me right off. I would like to talk about a game. Funny, Alex, you mentioned a game with balls. I've been playing a game with balls as well. I've been playing Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble.
Is that the new one?
Yeah, it's the newest one. From the same developer as what are they called? Fucking this shot has gone to my head. Like a dragon. Yakuza. It's what are they?
Really?
RKG Studio? Is that what they're called? Ryu. I never know how to say
Ryu. Aye.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's them who makes these. If not, I think it is.
People's telling me Ryu ga Gotoku Studio.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Now he's interested. See, that's how you hook him in.
I know like sometimes you get Kiryu in the ball, but I mean like
no, I think it's the same. This was like their bread and butter back in the day. So yeah, it could be a different team within the same company.
Must be, surely.
Because it's a very different game. Have you guys got any experience of Monkey Balls?
I played the last one. Was that Banana Blitz?
Blitz, yeah.
I played a couple, not for years.
Did you play it on the GameCube? Because that was like when it was
something like that.
peak.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't like it that much, no? Back then?
Yeah, I never owned it. I think I got it from Blockbuster or something.
Wow. Callback. Yeah. It's so
piece.
If pour one out. I'll fucking pour this out. So yeah, it's basically what you're controlling a monkey in a ball around little short 3D mazes trying to get to the goal. Really simple. Some of the levels, like it starts off like ridiculous,
like a Sonic bonus level.
Yeah, and that's it really. That's like the whole thing. This does feel like a return to form because I really loved the GameCube ones. I can't remember if it was 1 and 2 or just 2, but I loved it on GameCube. I don't know why. There's just something. It's funny. I was mentioning like last week about Kunitsugami being a bit of a kind of throwback kind of game. This is definitely that as well. Like there's almost like no concessions to modern gaming at all. It's like it's just more Monkey Ball. And the physics. I think the physics in that. I think it was Banana Blitz, wasn't it? The one that came out a couple of years ago. That I don't think that felt quite right, but this does feel like proper Monkey Ball as I remember it.
But how can you get it wrong? Was Banana Blitz? Did they not change how the platforms moved or something?
I don't know. It just felt a bit off. I don't know why. It just felt odd to control, like almost like imperceptibly odd. But you just know, like I'm sure how people are with like input lag. This feels wrong. It just felt a bit off. Not far off, but enough to make me go,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not quite right. It's almost like they've rebuilt the old games in a completely new engine and didn't quite feel the same. But this does. I think the problem with what was good about the GameCube is, I think if I'm remembering right, the analog stick had like 8 directions that it would sort of you could point in, and it would sort of lock it in, which is obviously quite handy when you're trying to go in a straight line. So there's a lot more like wiggling around, falling off and stuff like that. But every time I fall out or, you know, fail the level in some way, it's just got that, like, yeah, bastard, you got me. Like, it's not frustrating in the kind of like Elden Ring way. It's like, ugh, like, it's just, you know, because it's so quick to restart, and, you know, you could just, I think the only modern thing that it's got now is like a Sonic style spin dash where you can kind of power up and then speed off. Yeah. So you could, in theory, just do that at the start of a level and hope that you just bounce into the goal. But yeah, it's just one of those, like, it's not going to win any awards or anything. It's like a proper, like, 7 out of 10 kind of game. But I think if you've got any nostalgia for Monkey Ball, like I do, it's probably worth picking up. I got it super cheap as well, which was nice.
Because I don't have it. I don't have any nostalgia for that, but I now want to play it as a kind of just palate cleanse.
Yeah, it's funny. One of the characters is called Palette. Yeah.
Was it Monkiki? Is that what one of them was called back in the day?
I think AI is the main character. AI. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
God, I've googled Monkiki and it's just fucking nightmare fuel.
Yeah, so it's not much to it. I think there is like a multiplayer mode, and that was a big part of why I enjoyed the GameCube ones, is because like the monkey fighting, monkey boxing, monkey, you know, gliding, stuff like that, kind of like Pilot Wings kind of stuff. That was really fun back in the day. I'm not sure, I haven't tried it yet, multiplayer, but just, yeah, the single player campaign is just a cool little easy-ish sort of, just bit of fun, bit of levity.
Yeah, that's what you
in
need
an otherwise
these days.
cruel world, you know?
Yeah. You see, you're halfway through.
I think there's 10 worlds, and I think I've just got to 8, so nearly there.
Yeah. I found a random graphic on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Monkiki.
That as well. Apparently it's what is Monkiki? Monkiki is a line of Japanese stuffed monkey toys from some corporation, first released in 1974.
Wow.
A graphic of Super Monkey Ball time gaps from 2019 to present day. Mm-hmm. And in 2019, that was Banana Blitz HD.
Yep.
And then there was Monkey Ball Banana Mania.
Yep.
And now it's Banana Rumble.
They keep happening. There's been a real resurgence. 'Cause I think they've pretty much been crap. I think there might have been one good Wii one, but I think GameCube is kind of where they peaked. But then this feels like
peaked at the start.
At the start, yeah, peaked too soon.
Downhill.
They're just coming back up that.
Exactly, doing a spin dash back up the hill. But yeah, it's cool. I had like some vouchers, so I got it for like £1. So
Ben's magical vouchers that don't cost anything.
Yeah. So that was good. But yeah, whether it's worth full price, I don't know if there's enough game there. But
$39.99.
Well, that's quite.
Yeah, that's quite a lot for what it is. I think it's quite a lot. But yeah, for £1, mustn't.
And was that
Banana Grumble.
a physical copy that you got?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, nice. It's good game. Not spectacular, but if you like Monkey Ball, you'll love it. And even if you're Even if you don't, you might. It's nice.
Maybe. It looks cool.
Could be split on it.
Curries have it for £30, 99 pence. But
Yes.
fucking
So that's where Ben used his £30
Yes.
vouchers and spent 99 pence. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Good old Curries. This episode's sponsored by Curries.
Lewis's favourite retailer.
fucking curries. Fix your website out, curries.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I did have some trouble ordering it, to be honest with you. So I'll give you that. It wasn't plain sailing.
I was just
They
surprised
took-
someone wanted to buy it.
They they like took one of the vouchers off, like as if it had been used, and then it wasn't. So I had to go through quite a lot of back and forth with Curries to actually get
Really?
the game for £1. Yeah, but you know, sometimes you have to do these things.
You have to do these things.
for bargains. You know, you can't just pay full price for anything.
David
So,
Dickinson night there.
That's me. Lewis,
Yeah, that's me.
talk to me.
I've been playing a game, right? A game that came highly recommended from Mr. Mark Maltby.
Oh,
Mark and I tend to have the games we like, the music we like, all quite very close. We like similar things, Mark and I. And he told me about this a little while ago.
Books.
Books, look at that.
Yep.
There are books behind me, right there. Some more books.
There's at least 15 books there.
There's at least 15 books there.
Quite
All of
the
them
collector.
all unread. So this Ender Lillies, Quietus of the Nights, bought this.
Oh, I thought that was 2 games. No, it's just
No,
all
it's the one title. Bought it. Nice looking Metroidvania. Again, artwork, art style. Very pretty.
be nice in a Steam Deck.
Can imagine. Look lovely in a Steam Deck. That OLED screen. Oof, well, it would pop. That's what people say. Look at that pop.
That would really pop.
That would really pop. But I became frustrated with it very quickly. I'm talking 15 minutes, and I was like, fucking hell, I hope it doesn't keep doing this. So the first thing I noticed that really annoyed me, so take a step back, Lewis. Metroidvania, I think it's all hand-drawn, lovely design. You play as a girl who wakes up, and something's happened. There's been some miasma. Miasma's really come back. It's really difficult to breathe at the moment. There's something's happened, and the world has something's gone on. Something's gone on. I'm not far enough in to know what's going on yet, but something's happened, and things have gotten bad. She wakes up and is spoken to by some weird spirit who takes the form of a knight, and he or they attack. She attacks using this knight, and that's the kind of gameplay.
So you
can
don't actually attack. You're
you
commanding-
still attack.
right.
Spam that Y, do the same 3 moves over and over again. But
Yep.
you can. Once you defeat, I still have defeated 1 more knights, you get access to their weapons, and you can sort of build out a loadout of different attack styles. I think you click R and it changes attack styles, cycles through different attack styles. But I noticed that in relatively quick succession, you find, and it's got all the stuff I would like in a game, lore sprinkled on there, having to read things to understand what's happened. But every time you pick stuff up, pause, go into a menu, it makes the same noise, and the noise is not quiet. It goes like boom. It just makes a big fucking noise, and I was like, I'll just try and cope. And I coped for another 5 minutes. I was like, I need to turn this down. Because, it's like sometimes something's annoying. You can turn it down, forget about it.
Yeah.
There's no option to turn off that menu noise. But you can turn down sound effects. But in turning down sound effects, when you swing your sword, it's just silence. And it's quite annoying. I was like, this is going to be tough. So that early in, I was like, this is already trending downwards. And then I noticed there is no rumble whatsoever.
Oh, criminal.
And it feels empty.
So not only is your sword not making any noise, there's not even any haptic feedback either. So you're like,
Nothing.
yeah. Wow.
Absolutely nothing. And you know what, even like a little bit of rumble or haptic feedback's like, it gives you that satisfy, that maybe adds a bit of weight.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hee-haw, to quote a local donkey. In there. I'm sure the game is good. I read a couple of reviews afterwards saying, 3 hours in and this game is amazing. I can't be bothered getting to that stage.
See, that's I can't be doing with those games where you need to get 3 hours in.
Aye, I've got time, and it's like I really wanted to like it, and I've actually held off buying it for about a year. But I'm just like, it's that noise. It does happen all the time. You're at least at the start, picking loads of things up, nipping in and out of menus. I think every time you save, you save by going to a bench, kind of like Hollow Knight. It's like a Hollow Knight Dark Souls style thing. When you jump back off the bench, it makes the noise, and it's really. It doesn't fit. It looks like it's like a kind of dark, eerie, sort of Darkest Dungeons style like look of the thing. And
it looks like
noise comes in. It
looks like Vanillaware, like that sort of style to me.
Yeah, they were the guys that done, what's it called? Unicorn
Overlords. Yeah.
Very similar in style. But this, that noise, you'd expect it. When I was playing it, it reminded me a bit of in the new Super Mario Brothers games. You know, when the Goombas go ba ba that, and they do a little dance.
Yeah,
that kind of noise. It really irritated me very quickly.
that would be out of place in a game that looks like this. If you just press pause and it goes ba ba.
Actually, it's every fourth or fifth step, the cat just turn to camera to break
all the enemies.
Go,
yeah, that's not right. That just doesn't fit.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So what is it that Mark loved about it then? Does he love it, or is he kind of like, oh, you might like this?
I think he really enjoys it. Like I said, it's been a while since he recommended it. That's actually 2 games in a row that Mark's recommended me, and I've not liked.
Oh,
it's Divergence.
Trouble in Paradise.
So
should play that next.
That and whatever one is not the sequel. Sword and Sanctuary. Sword and Sacrifice.
Salt and Sanctuary was the first one. Salt and Sacrifice was the second.
So that first one. Struggled with that on just the basis of how it looks and how it, more so how it plays. It's like I can't play this. Can't play this.
Yeah.
But End of Lillies, Quietus of the Nights is I'm basically done with it already. Can't be bothered.
That's such a weird thing to hold against the game, though, isn't it? But I get it, because I find little annoyances, and that's like, you're dead to me. And then everything else after that, I notice more. Like I've got a heightened sense of, well, that's not right either.
Yeah.
Like if you can't even get the sound effect right when I pause, you know.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. Like, I'd noticed that, and then like 10 minutes later, I was like, there's no feedback at all.
Yeah.
And it was a losing battle after then. But like, not even having an option to turn it off and linking that sound in the menu with the sound effects from the actual game. It just feels like a bit of a fumble.
As soon as you notice it, that's it, you're done. Like, once you notice those things, there's no forgetting it.
I'll play it, I'll take a little video, and I'll send it to you.
I like the idea that someone's listening to this really enjoying that game and now you've pointed out this thing they're just going to be fixated on it. It's just like, oh, you ruined it.
That's why I'm here. I want to share the misery.
Just shitting on your dreams. It's a shame because it does look cool, but then for me, a couple of the recommendations I've had from Mark and you lately haven't really hit. Like what's the rat one?
Oh,
Tales of Iron.
Tales of Iron. That was really good.
Yeah. Like I didn't really. I played a few hours of it, and I was like, yeah, this is all right.
Quite easily, to be honest.
Easy. Yeah, it's cool, but like nothing. Didn't really grab. There's something about that heavy sort of combat that I don't like. That felt a bit sort of lumbering and laborious, but each to their own. I do appreciate the art style of some of these kind of side scrollers. They're like really gorgeous,
like hand drawn. The hand drawn element. I actually downloaded Tales of Iron last night again. I'm going to do the DLC.
Wow. And await the sequel.
And await the sequel, exactly.
With bated breath.
Ooh, yes.
Tell you what I've been enjoying lately is Too Good To Go, the app.
Oh, yeah.
My God, what a game changer.
What's that?
Have you heard of it, Lewis?
No.
It's so it's basically, you'd love it as a penny pinching Scot. I
will not be stereotyped.
However, continue. So basically an app where you can see like local restaurants and takeaways in your area that are offering like a surprise bag of stuff that would otherwise go to waste. So like,
or bakery. The bakery.
Yeah, or
the best.
I mean, yeah, you'll be surrounded by them. But yeah, it's basically, you'll get a Greg's, you'll get Yo Sushi, M&S food, whatever. Loads of different places, and yeah, you can just go, oh right, Yo Sushi's got a bag of something for it should be £17.50 and it's £5, and I go and pick it up at 6 o'clock tonight. So tomorrow, like I'm going into the office tomorrow, I've already booked my lunch and my dinner because I'm like, okay, I can get 2 portions of paella for £5 and it should be £15. Like, happy days. I might take one of them home. Well, they're just. I guess they just go like, roughly we have this much left over. So they set a portion aside so that it doesn't go to waste, basically.
It's like an app for bin rakers. It's a bin raker app. I better set aside this paella for the bin raker that's coming around later.
There is a bit of an element of shame, but yeah, it's me again.
When we would go, it was always like the locals. There was a really good bakery in Glasgow that used to do it. So you were waiting to see if you got one at the end of the day, and you were always. And it was like you were going and you were seeing what size of bag you got handed. Like, oh, am I getting a sourdough today? And am I not getting a sourdough? And then what cakes are in there? And you're like, oh. And it was like, if you got like one of the good cakes, you were like, oh, felt like you'd want to watch. Honestly,
I'm going to download this.
It's cool. It's quite addictive to sort of check back into it. So I've deleted like Twitter and Instagram off my phone.
I just go for the food.
Now it's just like, I'll check that instead. I've got nothing else to do on my phone. But yeah, brilliant. Really good.
Apparently I'd already downloaded it.
Ah.
Known about it and forgot about it.
Yeah. Made an annoying noise when I started it. So I just deleted it.
It used to beep out the stuff available.
Yeah, really good.
These badges. Ba.
But yeah, obviously depends where you live, but obviously we all live near to big-ish cities. So. But yeah, it's good. Really good.
Bakery bag. From Baines. Baines Bakers in Bonnyrigg.
Yeah. You just made that up. But yeah, loads of bakeries. The sushi, I've been loving the sushi because I always kind of resent paying full price for sushi anyway because it's always so expensive. But like, yeah, £15 worth for a $5. Happy days. Really good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cold food from Greg's should be £8, but £2.59.
Yeah, there you go.
But like I said before, just wait another half an hour, get it free for the bin.
Yeah, you're
the rest
still
of the fucking seagulls. It's flying rats. Get to the bin with him.
Yeah, Well, there you go. Pro tip: save even more money, and still, prevent environmental waste.
Exactly.
An Aldi grocery surprise bag.
Oh, yeah. They've even got do you guys have Budgeons up there? Like a shit supermarket. Yeah, shite. But yeah. Anyway, that was a random tangent. I don't know why that just popped into my head. I think it's just because I'm obsessed with it at the moment. Like literally, I've had it for lunch today, yesterday, and I've already booked tomorrow's lunch and dinner. So there we go.
An indoor plant bag from Dobie's Garden Centre should be £30, but it's a tenner.
That's good.
Save a bundle of lovely house plants from Dobie's Garden Centre's waste disposal unit.
Wow. Don't eat them all at once.
Don't eat them all. Hey, it might be a raspberry bush.
Fool. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. This is plants. Interesting.
Good. Anyway, we're still podcasting, aren't we? We've got
yeah.
other
We're just now
business to
thinking
do.
about food.
Yeah. Book tomorrow's lunch while you're at it.
We get a Morrison surprise bag.
But before we get too distracted by food, there is the very serious matter of doing that thing that we do at the end. Where we do guess the outro. That one.
That's the one.
The one
Which
we're
is
good at, Lewis.
the one you're smashing it. Last week you took 9 questions, didn't it,
8.
to guess?
8,
9.
technically.
9. The
One
record
didn't
shows
count
9.
because you gave us the wrong answer.
The tally said 9. Still very good. Still didn't even need a clue. So I have. Go on.
I was going to say the tally is always accurate, yeah?
The tally never lies. That's what they say.
Bleating finger attached.
I have ramped up the difficulty again
Sure you have.
because I
That
thought I ramped it
platinum
up last time, and apparently, yeah, bollocks. So
Evolve
let's
again.
begin. You've got 20 questions to guess the game that I'm thinking of, which will then be the outro music. Go ahead. Question 1. Go. Shoot.
Oh. On you go, Alex. I started off last time.
Is it an indie game?
I hate that that's become
Question.
such a good question. No. No, it's not an indie game.
We're in the franchises again.
And seeing as we're in the franchises, Ben, does the character name appear in the title? He's thinking about it. It must be a long title.
How?
I mean, it's either yes or a no.
I'm going to say no.
Okay, but
Yeah, the reasons will become apparent. Remember, you've asked this question, and remember the answer was no. And we'll circle back.
What you say was Super Mario Wonder.
Is the baby Bayonetta again, isn't it? It's like Cruzetta
The baby's Bayonetta. Yeah.
Because
no,
that doesn't actually say Bayonetta, and it does. I don't know.
So interesting.
Bayonetta Origins.
So it might
not
be
that.
something that refers to.
Could be like a Zelda game, but it's like Link's, but it's not actually Zelda.
Yeah, something that refers to
Like Breath
that
of the-
character.
And it might have like a subtitle that's got the character's name in it, but the title of the game's not actually the character.
Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Let's check his reaction to that.
But even like Breath of the Wild, even though it is technically Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild, if you're
Yeah.
just thinking of like Tears of the Kingdom or something.
Interesting.
Because they are like. You get a series name and a title name. I suppose is
Yeah.
that maybe how he's thinking about it.
Yeah. Interesting. What have we asked
Like-
again? No character
Is it
name.
an indie game?
Apparently
Is
an
the
indie.
character name? Yeah.
So it's not an indie.
Was that a Nintendo game? Just like we roll out Nintendo games.
Yeah, well, I'd said it was on the Switch.
That was last week.
No, but like for it to be Nintendo. Ben's making a face.
I was trying to Google the game, and then I panicked that I was typing the name of the game in the show notes. That's what that face was. That will definitely happen one day.
Yeah.
Bet it is like Metal Gear Solid Delta or something.
Is
And it could be Snake Eater because it then has like Solid Snake, but they're not together. So
yeah. Imagine that was it. Is it? Yeah, no. Is it part of a? What,
Is it part of a famous?
is it part of a franchise? Yeah.
Or series, whatever way you want to describe it.
Yes. Such a tricky one. That's another tricky question for this.
Is it like a spin-off?
Right. I'm going to say no.
Not
it
part
could
of
be
franchise.
like, could it not be like something like Cadence of Hyrule or something? Because it's not like a Zelda game, but it's like, do you know what I mean? What was that?
Yeah.
Is it Crypt of? It was Cadence of Hyrule.
Crypt of the Necro Dancer.
Crypt of the Necro Dancer type.
Yeah. it was
What questions have you've done? Indie, you've done
character name.
character name and title, and you've done
Franchise.
Series franchise.
so 3 questions so far.
Don't really know a whole lot.
So we
After
try
3.
this the Switch Nintendo one.
Yeah. Okay. Is it on the Switch? You're gonna have to Google that as well.
No, it's not.
It's not on the Switch.
Yeah.
Right. So it has to. It'll be like a PlayStation franchise, or an Xbox, or non-franchise on the PlayStation and the Xbox.
It feels like it's a spin-off of a franchise, given he's kind of like saying it's
Yeah,
almost part of a franchise.
that's a good question to ask.
Is it a spin-off of a franchise?
No,
There we go.
that's 5.
There we go. So it's a standalone title.
The character name's kind of in the title, but it's not kind of in the title.
Might it be like what are those the Smash Brothers style fighting games? Every question, I'm just eyes locked onto Ben. What's his reaction?
You'll get nothing from my face.
But like multiverses type thing.
Aye.
No.
Did you hear
Ben has
that,
a
by the way?
Ben has a toilet next to his microphone.
That was me pouring out my shot of diluting
He's
juice
got the bread pan
into a
out.
bottle of water.
Still too strong.
Refreshing.
What about is it a platform exclusive?
Yeah. What
That
we were trying to get. Yeah.
I mean, if you pick one, it could be the other one. So then
Yeah, you're right. Aye.
Is it platform exclusive?
No.
But not on Nintendo. Well, not on Nintendo Switch. I don't know how old it is. But
Like
then,
it could be Metal Gear Solid. Oh, but then he said it's not part of a series. I don't know. Was it part of a series? Because you gave such a bad answer there, Ben, that we don't know.
No.
But you kind of said it kind of was.
Is that more clear? No.
yeah, you said it kind of was, and you said that the character name kind of is in the title or whatever. Come
No.
back to that one. Remember
But
it's
it's
like
not
that.
Remember that one as well.
No, I'm sure
No.
he actually said it was part of a series and then it wasn't a spin. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's going on anymore.
That's why he's making it more difficult. By
Not part of a
Process
series.
on the question.
Not a spin-off.
The name's not in the title, but it kind of is.
So, like, if you're defining a franchise as, this is a sequel to whatever, or this has a sequel, no.
I was just meaning like Fallout 76 isn't a sequel to Fallout. It's a
that's part of the same franchise. Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's a no. That's 6 questions, by the way. I didn't count that as a question. I know you're just reiterating,
Yes.
but you're on 6.
And it's not a console exclusive. It's not a platform exclusive.
No.
We'll try genres. It's not
Yeah,
indie.
Genres or year range.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like a 2000s game, like between 2000 and 2009. That's my thinking.
Ask.
Ben,
Hi.
is the game from the range of the year 2000 and 2010? Let's say 2010.
No.
Is it? Can you be a bit more specific? Fuck that one. Fuck that right up. Can I rephrase that one actually?
Nope. You can
Is it
ask
from
it in a different way.
2024?
Is it between 2000 and the current day?
Yeah.
So, is that a question?
It's the last
Replacing
question.
the question I've asked.
Okay. No, it's a different. It's got to be. That's a different question.
Okay, that's not a question then. I think it's a no. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need to put.
Could it be like something like the
music
character
under
name's not the
section.
title because you would maybe say it's in title because it could be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something, and it's not really a series; they're just all like different games. Because Turtles is like a turtle, but then would you say that's a series? Turtles is like a turtle.
Turtles is like a turtle. Oh, that is a heck.
But it's not like Donatello or Leonardo
Yeah.
or in the name. So it's like Turtles in Time or something. Because wasn't that one of like Ben's first games in the NES?
Yeah, well, like the first one that he completed or something.
Is it
It's like
Teenage
crap
Mutant
on
Ninja
about it,
Turtles, Turtles in Time?
Sorry.
Is it that game that I just said?
No, it's not.
That wasn't a. Oh,
That wasn't a question. You just answered it anyway. I was just
course it was a
asking
question.
Lewis. Yeah.
That's 8. I even asked you to
Yeah.
repeat it. Yeah.
I
8
think you
questions.
thought I was.
I think
was
I've got
throwing
you
my
this
voice.
time, lads. You are
Way
flailing.
off.
Yeah, well off. Right.
Right.
Yes.
Genre. Is it a fighting game?
No,
Alex,
that's
do you-
9.
Sorry, I was that. Alex, do you think that should be?
He keeps taking these questions that are not questions. He was just asking me.
Should we try the route of genre?
Yeah.
There were 9 questions and
Well, let's go
Clueless.
for is it a Metroidvania? And then we'll get a clue.
Good one.
No, it is not a Metroidvania.
Clue.
Clueless.
That's 10 questions. Now, because you're struggling quite badly, I am tempted to give you 2 clues because another
Go
one
for
has
it.
just popped into my head. So my first clue probably wouldn't have been very helpful anyway. My first clue is Mark Cerny.
Nah.
The Governor of the Bank of England.
Sure. Mark Cerny.
Is that who that is? Is that who that is?
So Mark Cerny made Knack, didn't he? Knack 2
Right.
in the PlayStation 5.
And then a bonus kind of clue is this game sort of shares. What are you typing? I can't hear you typing.
So I was thinking of Mark Carney. Mark Carney was the Governor of Bank of England until 2020.
Well, that's impressive. Yeah, the other clue is this game kind of shares some DNA with another game that we've spoken about tonight. There we go. That's it. That's your lot. Mark Cerny and shared DNA.
Who's Mark Cerny again?
He made the like PlayStation
Knack,
5
oh,
designer
yeah.
guy. Like, and he made Knack. But I mean,
These
it can't
aren't
be.
clues.
Knack's a series 'cause in the character's name's Knack, so it can't be Knack. Or Knack 2. Did he make any other games? Has Mark Cerny made any other games?
I thought he was the Governor of Bank of England, so I don't know.
So what games have we
mad.
talked about tonight?
Monopoly.
Super Monkey Ball,
Wallace and
Linkito,
Gromit.
Ender Lillies.
Onimusha.
That was last week.
That was last week.
Great memory.
And it's not, but then it's not,
feels so recent.
and it's not platform exclusive, which would make you like.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right. Let's see. Is the game from like the 90s?
Like the 90s.
Yeah. Is it the decade of the
More
90s?
specific. Did it first release in the 90s? Is that your question?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
No.
Ah, dear. Right, so it's not going to be a song for the fucking 80s. So it just isn't. So it's going to be fairly, or like in the last decade, last 14, 15 years, I think.
what other games have we talked about?
Dynasty Warriors. That was last week. It's getting late.
I bet Ben's been thinking about the games he's been playing. So he's been playing Monkey Ball. What other games could you get like that's like Monkey Ball? So there was one on the Vita, the PSP. It was like Mercury something, but I don't think that was Mark Czerny.
I don't know. Those clues have done absolutely nothing.
What about
Not only
like
has he
something?
deliberately confused us at the start of this,
But
his
then
clues have been subpar.
As the character name not in the title because it's not a character, it's an object. Like so like being a ball. So like a ball was in the title and it's not a character, it's an object like Monkey Ball. So if it was like Frisbee and Frisbee was in the title because it's an object rather than a ball. Do you kind of get what I mean? I did ask a question, Ben. I'm waiting an answer.
He's having like
I thought you were just thinking out loud. What is the question? Can you phrase that in a
So it's like,
long-winded way?
is it not a character? So rather than it being a character name in the title, is it like an object name in the title?
Yes.
object name and title.
So it's like, but like Monkey Ball. So what
Good
other
question.
things?
Good question.
So like, what other things to get like Monkey Ball?
You're at 12. This is your worst. Whatever happens, this is your worst performance so far.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is there
That's
any
pretty good
game?
going. Portal.
I think it must be something like Monkey Ball. So like, I'm trying to remember the name of that game was like Mercury thing, but I think it was called Mercury and it was like the liquid that moved rather than like an object. It was a Vita. So they're marble games.
What? Escape Academy. You're in it. That's not an
An
object, is it?
academy.
A building.
Was this game on a PlayStation handheld?
No,
No.
that's 13.
When do we get our third clue? Do we get that clue?
You don't want any more clues.
I'm sure there was. What else is like about like?
We spoke about VR. What are the VR games that we speak about?
If the object name's in the title, it must be something like Super Monkey Ball. But if it's an object rather than a character.
That's a franchise, though.
Aye, but I'm not saying that is Super Monkey Ball, but it must be something like that. It's sheer DNA. Like,
Yeah. This is tricky. Is it a rhythm-based game?
No. That's 14. Anyone listening in?
is the
will
object
be
some sort of?
screaming.
Is the object some sort of ball?
Yes.
Right.
That's
So
15.
what kind of balls do you get? Snooker,
Football?
football,
Whatever balls I want.
marbles.
You mentioned this snooker game earlier on. Did you? It's like
Medical
snooker
pool.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking what's in my house because there's so many
Walkabout
types of
mini
balls.
golf.
that it's-
2 garages.
Ball.
Utility room.
There was a
Fridge
marble
with a
game,
water
wasn't
dispenser.
there? There absolutely was a marble game.
I don't like this. It's a kind of random game with the word ball in the title.
I don't like it.
Marble Rush. Is that the VTech thing that my son's got? That's an actual real thing.
That would. Do you know what? That would be a hell of a guess if it was that. What platform did it come out on? My first computer.
My first VTech.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a marble game.
So we've established that.
If this is Ben trying to be a dick and trying to like really stump us.
So it is like it has not that it has ball in title, but it's like
it's just like some sort of ball, and shares DNA, which makes me think it's something like monkey ball.
and it's not on. Not Nintendo, maybe PlayStation or Xbox.
Many questions we got left because we're really.
You've got 5 questions. 5 questions remaining.
Is it about marbles?
Is it about marbles?
Well, is the type of ball a marble?
Yes. That's 16.
Right, Lewis, we need to make up names of games that have got marble in it.
Come on.
Mancala from 51 Worldwide Games.
Yeah. I've picked a mini game within a collection.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Games with marbles. Marbles in it.
It's so close.
Marble.
Games with marbles in them.
It's not Marble Rush. I'm sure that's a VTech thing. I'm sure that's a VTech thing.
So what was the last one you asked? Does it have? Does the game have marbles in it? No. Does the title have the word marble?
It's a
in it?
game about marbles. I think that's the question.
But then if it's about marbles and the character name's kind of in the title, but it's not, and the object name is in the title, then the title must have marble in it.
Sound reasoning.
I was starting to think it was like Yoku's Island Express, but that's a Metroidvania.
Pinball, really into it.
Yeah.
Character name is in title.
Yeah.
And it's a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
So, and it's an indie.
And this isn't an indie.
I don't know. I can't remember if you asked that question. It was like
I did ask
half
if
an
indie,
hour
and you
ago.
said
Number one.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an indie.
Yeah, if anyone's like, people should be listening to this part at 2 times.
Nobody's
surely.
listening
Is
to this.
it? Well, I mean, it must be a handheld game. I bet it's got an accelerometer or something on it, like to move the marble. So I think that's irrelevant now. I think we just need to guess things that could have the name of marbles, like marble.
Nail the age. You still haven't got that anywhere near. That's my final hint. My final nudge in the right direction.
It's not 90s and it's not up to 2010. So it might.
Is it 80s?
Any games like that in the 80s?
Is it born in the 80s?
Was it born in the 80s?
Yeah.
Was it first release in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it, I said no chance of that as well.
You,
didn't I?
you did.
About marbles. What kind of random thing would they call a marble game in the 80s?
The 80s.
17. 3 questions remain. Anyone
The
still
80s.
listening will be screaming the answer.
Surely not.
Marble. It's not Rush, because it's not. It's not Rush. I'm sure
It's worth a
that's
guess
the
at this
VTech.
stage.
No.
I genuinely, I don't think I know this game.
It's pretty famous.
So was another game that you made up
Marble
in the
Madness.
80s.
Is it Marble Madness?
It is Marble Madness, Alex.
Never fucking heard of that in my life.
Did Mark Jeremy
Yes.
make that game?
Yeah, he made it when he was 18. He was like the lead designer and programmer on it. And yeah, when he was 18, he made that.
You know, I don't.
Let me do
And
a
Alex,
small-
that was like really good deduction there, because from that clue about the shared DNA, you kind of deduced, all right, well, it's probably Monkey Ball because he would have planned this in advance. And then just what it was like watching A Beautiful Mind. It was
next to me. Oh no, I have seen that.
see, there we go.
But still,
Oh
undefeated,
yeah, Marble
Lewis.
Madness.
It's
Undefeated.
Is it on like the
Commodore or something?
aye.
Aye.
So I think it originally came out I think in the arcades in 1984, and then I know it from the NES version, which came out. Oh, when was that? 1989. So, yeah.
What year did it come out?
I think 84 originally, and then
Same age as me.
Wasn't even
wow.
fucking born.
Yeah.
It's 40 this year.
And then 1989 was the NES version, and then I think
That was
they had a Game Boy version a couple of years after that, I think. But yeah,
It does. I remember the Game Boy cartridge, actually.
it's a cool little game, and I think something about Monkey Ball playing that just reminded me of Marble Madness, and
It's old.
yeah. Used to love it back in the day on the old NES. It was a good little game. Isometric though, Lewis, you'd hate it. You hate all
I hate
things
it.
isometric.
I'm looking at pictures of it right now, and I'm feeling sick.
There was a game called Mercury or something. No, I'm not making that up.
No, I'm sure. But yeah, crazy that Mark Cerny kind of, I think it might have been his first game that he...
What a career he's had, eh?
What a
I can't
career
believe the
from
places-
Marble Madness
matter.
and Knack.
And then designed the PlayStation 5, didn't he, as well?
Yeah,
And
4 as well.
then now he's just wanking over pictures of people's ears.
You should
Which
make
is,
Knack.
Weird. But yes, the song I have chosen for Marble Madness is Level 2 by Brad Fuller and Hal Cannon. What a cool name.
What a name.
So yeah, they composed this song. It's Level 2 from Marble Madness. On this episode of The Mimic's Veil, Alex, Ben and Lewis play the longest ever game of Guess the Outro. Talk about eating out of bins. Talk about Quietus a fucking
Talk about fucking cunts.
Oh, Jesus
Quite the
Christ. Quite the pivot. On this episode of The Mimic's Veil, Alex, Ben, and Lewis have the longest ever game of Guess the Outro. They also talk about eating out of bins, as well as the games they've played, which are Ender Lillies, Quietus of the Night, Walkabout, Mini Golf, Wallace and Gromit DLC, and I should have said that one last, because that's the music we're going to use. Fucking hell. Okay, once more.
This is the best.
Jesus Christ.
It's also nights, not Quietus of the Night. It's like, so quiet out tonight.